Hello, this is Victor from RestoringMercedes.com, and this video is for Paulo in Brazil. Okay, Paulo, I sent you some other videos about your passenger side unit, which is fine now. The driver side is the one with problems, and the biggest issue is the brushes inside the motor. That I already sent you a video about that as well, so you know what happens there. I did find a few brushes that I ordered. They will come, and I'm going to replace the ones that currently in there right now. At the moment, I replaced the wiring because the wires were not really done nicely. They were pretty bad. The wires at the connector, they were just coming out. When I tried to open it up, the connector itself, like the wires themselves, they would just pull right out. So they were not soldered correctly, so they were not soldered good, and you know, that's obviously something you do not want. So I replaced the loom. As you can see, this is my loom. I'm going to actually wrap it with the friction tape. You know, this is a cloth tape, so it does not really have problems like electrical tapes with heat. So it takes heat pretty good. The unit is cleaned up. Our connector is opened right now, so again, it's not finished yet. I just, you know, I can split it open, as you can see, but I just wanted to show you the unit actually operational. Now, the gear is not installed. As you can see, I can remove it easily. Same for the motor. The motor itself is not tacked in. It's just pretty much all loose, and you see these wires are sort of loose as well, because once I fix the motor, I'm going to fix these wires correctly. The motor actually works now at 3 volts, like I showed you in the previous video, that when it did not work. Right now I can spin it pretty nicely, so that's a good thing. And but I put original brushes back inside. I made them a little shorter so they would not put too much tension on the commutator. So this is the gear, the motor, and everything is in place. New wires, I had to put a little bit of a jump because the board had the broken part on it, and a couple of wires were almost broken, so I had to resolder original wires, the factory wires in there that I did. And because original connector, the actual bushing over here was not existent, I had to put in a little bit of friction tape on the inside. Same for the inside of the case. And after that, I'm going to silicone it all, because that way you cannot pull it out. You know, you can just move it around, but it's not going to come out because this tape holds the wiring together. So I can just, like, you know, like try to move it, but nothing's happening. As you can see, it's in the air right now, and it's not gonna come out. You do want that just in case somebody pulls on the loom and rip wires out from the board. As you can see, they didn't even move. So you want that as well. I tried to leave original bushing in place. I cut it right here, like around there, but it wasn't here when I got it, so I had to do this, but it works. So same thing I did on the passenger side unit for you. So let's plug this in. Let's see, here's my connector right there. This is my connector that you find on your car, and plug it in. This is a temporary connections. I'm going to fix it all nicely. It's before I put new brushes in. I just wanted to test the throttle body, make sure it works. This is the e-gas module right here. This is from the 8-cylinder unit. Actually, wait, this is 2202. This is a 6-cylinder, but it works. You know, e-gas right here. because you need e-gas to test the throttle body. This particular unit. I have a next unit right down there. As you can see, that one underneath. That's TLLR module. That's no ASR unit. So right now we're using e-gas to test the throttle body for operation, because this throttle body is ASR unit. So we need to use e-gas. So here's the power switch right here. Activate the power. And as you can see, one finger operation, everything works. So it's pretty nice. So the good news here is that potentiometer is good, the clutch coil is good, all the wires in the board is good. Last thing I need to do is brushes inside the motor itself, because these brushes are not going to hold on for long. They already got stuck because they're not right sizes. They were loose inside, and that is something you definitely do not want to leave in this motor. I cleaned them up, I put them in temporarily, so they do work right now, because they will for a little bit, but after some time they will actually stop. So that is something that I do want to fix before I mail it back all the way to Brazil to you. And as you can see, at least the unit does work, so that's a good thing. I spent almost all day fixing this thing because the connector was bad, the wires are bad, and opening up the motor, getting the brushes out, cleaning, oh, forget it. So passenger side was much better because it was not as abused as the driver's side. Somebody really did not a really good job on it. But just want to show you this, and ordered some brushes from California. They will come in. I got 2 sets, 2 different ones, and I will check which ones I'm going to use for it, and we'll find the best one, put it in the motor, close the motor. I'll try to basically rivet it together, sort of like close the gaps here on these little points. If I won't be able to, I'm going to weld it like they did. Whoever opened this motor before, they welded it. Something that I would not like doing, but because so much heat can melt the brushes holder, not good. So I'm going to, you know, I'll take care of it, don't worry about it, it'll be alright. I mean, I'm sure I'll fix it nice for many more years of operation. Okay, so just to keep you updated on what's happening, because I know it's you know, all the way up in North America now, and you know, you just wanted to know what's happening with it. Of course, I would want to know if I would be in your position, so that's why I'm making this video, to show you sort of a unit that is not finished yet, but at least you know that it's getting there. It's gonna get there pretty soon. Next week I'll get those brushes, put it inside the motor, close the motor, silicone the bushing over here overnight tonight, and the wire loom is already new, and silicone the plug, glue the plug together, this piece, and you know, put it back together. You'll be ready to go. So it is a little bit delayed because again, I was not projecting that the motor needed so much work, but it is what it is. But once I'm done with it, it should be nice. Okay, so this is the update, and I will talk to you in a little bit over the email, or you can call me, that's fine. But I'll make another video when I get brushes. Okay, thanks for watching, and this was Victor from RestoreYourMercedes.com.